Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Dyson V10 Absolute cordless vacuum cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. Now if you follow me on YouTube for a while, you might be thinking he's already talked about the V10 Absolute. But what Dyson do is they have a refresh of the models every now and then. And this is the up-to-date version, this is the 2022 version. There are some modifications and some different tools and accessories, so I thought I'd redo the video. What I want to do is I'm going to start off with the main body of the vacuum. So I'm just going to take that off and just pop that to one side, make sure it doesn't fall off. There we go. So here we go, this is the main body of the vacuum. The actual design of it hasn't changed. It still uses the trigger system for the on and off switch like this. So you will find that there's a funny sound at the end. Little boing sound. That's always been there and customers find it quite amusing. I must admit, I thought it was a bit bizarre when I very first heard it, but I'm quite used to it now. You have got some indicators just down the side here. So you've got 3 indicators. That just gives you an idea as to the battery status. On this model you get up to 60-minute runtime. You will find that that will vary a huge amount depending on the suction or the power that you've got to set at. So on this model you've got 3 settings. So if you wanted to try and achieve the 60-minute runtime, then you'd need to have it on the lowest power setting. You'll also find it will vary depending on the tools and accessories that you're using. I'll cover those that come with it in a moment. But if you're going to use it, say with a crevice tool on the lowest power setting, there is a very good chance you should be able to get the 60 minutes. If you're going to vacuum on the highest power setting, combined with the main drive head on a carpet, then there's no chance you'll get the 60 minutes. But again, it's really a case of finding out what works best for you. You will find that quite a few people, for some reason, want to use the highest suction. I know the performance of it will be a lot better, but I'd normally recommend trying to use one of the lower suction levels. Perhaps just go to the medium one, because you'll find the runtime will be a lot better. The bin itself is quite a good capacity on these. You're looking at 0.76 litres. It's quite a lot bigger than the one of the other models, the starting model, the V8. That's at 0.54 litres. So even at 0.76 litres, there's plenty to go at. So if you are vacuuming quite a big house, then it just means you're not always emptying the bin. It's something I always try and point out to customers, especially when they're in the showroom. Have a look at some of the bin capacities. There are quite a few vacuums on the market now where you've got a very small bin, and if you're trying to do vacuuming all in one go, you're just going to be forever emptying the bin. It is easy to empty. You've got a handle under here. Just press that down, and then when you do that, it flips open at the end. But what I'd always recommend is do that outside. Don't do it in an inside bin, because you'll find you get a lot of dust and dirt come back up at you, and then that just pots back up there. Shut the lid, and then you're ready to start vacuuming again. You do have the option to take it apart to clean it. So if you just do that, and then you've got a button underneath here, so just press that, and then you've got you can take the bin off, and then you can quite easily clean it from there. It's something that I've done 1 or 2 videos on. I'll just pop a link here to show you how to clean it properly. I'm not going to go into it too much now, but really as far as the bin, what I'd recommend is to, when it comes to cleaning it, not necessarily to wash it. I suppose there are different ways of doing it, but normally I'd recommend getting a brush. Just getting the worst off from around here, just get say a dry paintbrush, and then getting a damp microfiber cloth and just give it a good wipe out inside. You'll find after a while of using it that it can get quite dirty, so it's always nice to try and keep it clean. And then as far as the main part of the vacuum, again just get a brush and just brush any of the excess dirt around here. You will find you do get quite a build-up inside here, so that's quite important to get a lot of the dirt out of there. And then once you've done that, then again just give it a good wipe over. It is important to keep the seals clean, and what I mean by that is these rubber seals around here. That's really important to keep clean, because we have found quite a few times, not necessarily on this model, I suppose on any of the Dyson models, that if they're not kept clean, and free from any dirt or residue, then you will find that if the bin doesn't shut properly, then you will lose suction, and that's quite important. But when it comes to putting it back on, then you just locate it underneath like that. You have to get it into position, just tap it up there and then shut the bin, then you're ready to go. As far as the filters on this model, you've got one main filter, that's at the back here, and that just pulls off like that. You will see that you've got a picture of a tap on the side here, that's just saying that it's washable. All I'd recommend is that, and it does say on the back here, so just see if I can show you. So take it off, give it a wash, leave it for 24 hours, and then, leave it for 24 hours, then you can put it back on the vacuum. I'm always quite an advocate when it comes to buying a vacuum like this, or I suppose any cordless vacuum, to buy a spare filter. The reason for that is that if you were to wash the filter, and if you were to put it back in the vacuum after only an hour or two of it being washed, because you need to do the vacuum in, then that's quite an issue. Because it's still damp, then there is a very good chance that it will damage the vacuum, and that won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. And that's the same with any brand, it's not just the Dyson vacuums. So by buying a spare filter, what it enables you to do is to wash this, give it a really good wash, pop it on the side to dry naturally. I'd normally recommend just letting it dry naturally. You definitely don't want to use things like a hairdryer, which I have known people to do. But yeah, just let it dry naturally, and in that process, then you can use the other filter to put it back in the vacuum. But I'll just post a link here below, just show you where to buy one if you want to. So there's quite a few tools and accessories this model comes with, which I'll show you now. First one is this. This is the standard crevice tool. This is quite a mainstay for Dyson. They've provided this with a lot of the, well, pretty much all of the cordless vacuums. That's really good if you've got, say, a sofa that you just want to get some bits from down the side, or if you've got hard to reach areas, say, down the side of your car seat, then that's always the main one to use. Next one is this. This is the combination tool. Again, this has been around for years, this design. They've not really changed it, and really, if it's not broke, then why fix it? So I suppose this one is a good one. You've got the upholstery part at the front here, and then as you just press the button here on the back, and then it clips up, and you've got like a soft dusting brush at the top. So again, I'm really glad that Dyson have stuck with that. Next one, this is the mini motorized tool. This is designed so that it will rotate. This is ideal for things like doing stairs, or if you wanted to, say, do carpets where you've got a little bit more of a stubborn area, but you don't want to use the main drive head, and that will just pop in here. So all of these tools will drop in like that. So they clip in, and it's using Dyson's quick release system, or QR system as they call it. You just press the button and then that's removed. So it just clips in there like that. I'll just show you this. So it just rotates. And again, if you've got quite a stubborn area that you need to use it as a handheld, or the best thing is if you're going to use it for the stairs, that's really the best one to use. You can remove the brush. So if you want to pop a coin in the side, just remove the main brush itself, because you could find over time it just needs a bit of a clean, and at least you've got access to keep it clean there. The other tool, so you've got the main floor head tools. Now the main one that it comes with, I suppose the most popular one, is this, the motor bar cleaner head. Now this is quite a new one for Dyson. Now you'll see on here that it does mention something called hair removal vanes. Hopefully you can see that. Let's just twist it around. So it's called hair removal vanes, and really what that's designed to do, as it says, it's trying to remove the hair. It's trying to stop the hair wrapping around the main brush at the bottom. It's something that one of Dyson's main competitors have been shouting about for several years now, and I'm pleased that Dyson have caught on with this. And by having the hair removal vanes, then what that should do is it should help to reduce the amount of hair that gets wrapped around it. I suppose all you'll find is on any manufacturer, not necessarily, doesn't have to be the Dyson, that it's not bulletproof. You might still get hair wrapped around it, and at least what we can do is you can take the brush out the side. Again, just pop a coin in the side, twist it, and then you can take the brush out, keep it nice and clean. It does also come with a second floor head on this model, being the Absolute. That's the main difference between, say, the standard V10 and the Absolute model, that it comes with this. This is a soft roller cleaner head. Now this is a really, really good one for hard floors mainly, plus if you've got larger particles. You've probably seen the Dyson adverts over the years where you've got things like breakfast cereal. This is the main one to use, so I'm pleased that Dyson have still put this in. And as you can see, well, I know you can't feel it, but it's quite a fluffy roller head here. And again, you can take it apart if you want to. All you need to do is just pull that down, and then the main fluffy head will come out, and it just enables you to clean it. So that's also included. Also, you get this. So this is something called a low reach adapter. Again, this is included with this. What they used to do something called the up top tool. And the idea was that it would enable you to vacuum on top of cupboards, but to be honest, that never really caught on. So they've gone the other way now. They've realised that a lot of people want to vacuum underneath things, say underneath the bed or underneath the sofa. So I'll just show you how it works. So the idea is that first of all you attach that into there, and then you clip the main drive, or not the main drive, the main one into the end there. And if you've got the, say, the main brush on there, I don't need to attach that, but at the moment you've got that's the standard, just straight in line, and then the yellow button on top, if you press that, then that will actually angle the way you vacuum it. And it really is a brilliant design. And again, Dyson have used this for the last couple of years on quite a few of their models. So if you suffer with your back, and if you really struggle to bend over to get underneath, say the sofa or underneath your bed, then just having that option there is a really good one. Clearly at some point it's going to need to be charged, being a cordless vacuum. There are a couple of ways you can do it. You do get the separate charger, and if you want to, you can just plug it in at the front there. If you want to sit it on a table and charge it, that's no problem. The other way of doing it, you do actually get a wall bracket with it. Now, at the moment, I've not actually got this put together, but the idea is that that just slots in like that. And then what you'll do is the vacuum will just drop in the top here, like that. So it just pops in, and what you have the ability to do, if you want to, is to put the charger within this cradle, so that basically whenever you go and store it, whenever you go and put it away, it's charging. So it just means that every time you go to use it, it's fully charged, which is always a recommended way. You've got some cable management on the back here as well, so it just keeps everything nice and tidy. Something I do talk about quite a bit when it comes to the actual vacuum themselves is the packaging it comes in. I know for a lot of people it's not really relevant, but on some of my unboxing videos I do normally talk about the packaging and how the manufacturer are doing when it comes to what packaging they're using. Personally, I think it's quite important, because Dyson is such a huge manufacturer. If they can make a lot of their packaging recyclable, that's always going to be a good thing. These are the instructions that it comes with. If you follow me on YouTube, then you know I'm not a huge fan of instructions, so they normally just get put to one side safely, clearly. But anyway, as far as the packaging on here, you'll see that all of this now is fully recyclable. I'm really impressed with Dyson actually, because it's all of the brown cardboard that can be recycled. The vacuum has arrived safely. They've got rid of any plastic packaging, which I think is always a good thing. So it's either using the paper here to protect the vacuum, or it's the brown cardboard. And even the box itself, it just comes in a brown cardboard box. So this is always a good thing. I just wish more manufacturers would follow suit. If you are thinking of buying one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Dyson V10 Absolute cordless vacuum cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up on my YouTube video. Just give us a quick subscribe and leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether you enjoyed the video, whether you didn't, whether I've missed something. You might have come here after some information and I've not given that information. Just pop it in the comments, or if you've got any questions, again pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you have got one of these, if you have got a Dyson V10, it doesn't have to be this generation. The Dyson V10 has been around for quite a few years now. If you have got one, let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.